I really don't have too much to talk about today. The market continues to suck really badly. Um, there's not too much to trade. I started trading. I did an intraday trade on the market itself, the Nasdaq, um, just because it seemed to look like a good trade. But in generally, I've been kind of bored with it because none of my stocks or none of the stocks are in positions where I feel like I could get in or get out of them. I'm looking for stuff with low risk, so it's got to have something that I can call a stop, and it's just been few and far between. I was interested in a bunch of the retail stocks today because they were up while everything else was down, and I was just scratching my head wondering why. I just checked them. I didn't really follow them that closely, but I checked them just now, and they all sold off at the end of the day. So that would have been a good trade to short some of those retail stocks. I don't know what the heck's going to happen here. You got to predict with the break of through that significant level of support that no one's going to want to come in and buy at this point in time. Things are really going to have to drop, or I should say the market in general will have to drop. I'm shocked by some of the action I've seen in stocks like Citibank trading at under $5. Bank of America is trading just above $10. I guess it was $11. Though these are, like, to me, these are unheard of prices, meaning that I guess it signifies that the value on these things is just so low. It's incredibly surprising to me. Um, and it's hard, not to just back up the truck and say start buying this stuff because it just seems so oversold, just oversold. Um, and I guess that might be a potential trade, is to look at some things like Citibank, and the incredible volume there was today on that. Um, Maybe that signifies that it's oversold and there'll be a bit of a bounce tomorrow. Who knows? So there's some potential trades, I guess. I'll show you the trade that I did on the Nasdaq. Okay, so the best way to describe my trade is to kind of take you through what happened today. So I watched the market open lower and then rebound fairly quickly. This is a 12-minute chart of the Qs, as you see. This level, there was this level of support here around 2750 or so, that it bounced off of, then came back down and tried again to hit 2750, and it bounced off it again. And that's when I was kind of getting suspicious about it, about whether or not it would have the strength to get through it. It really needed to pull up through this 2750 and get back up here in this channel again, but it just wasn't able to make it. When I saw it make this new low, and let's go over to the 2-minute to show you what I'm talking about here. So as the day progressed, this would be the second bounce around 12:30. As I saw it turn here, and this is around 2 o'clock, it started to come back down. I realized that it just made a new lower high that was lower than the previous high, so I assumed that we would probably be going lower, and I kind of like this little line here. I used that as a guide to guide me on my trade, and that's where I got in. I'll go over to the way I played it. Was I used the QID, which is a double short of the Nasdaq 100. I used the QID and I got in. So as soon as it broke that little trend line there, and I sort of a liberal use of the word trend line because I really didn't use this point here. But so as soon as it broke this trend line, I got into it, and I thought that the MACD kind of supported it. And if you go over to the 12-minute, I think that also kind of supports it. It just crossed there. I thought I had a good chance, and then luckily the market sold off and this gained in value. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Already the markets have backed off. I think they're at 96.80, so they're already down in this realm, the 97 area already. So we'll see tomorrow.